Hello everyone, packing tips for university as a first year. I'm not going to take you through all the basics because I know you'll know that, but top tip is I wrote down for mine a list of rooms that I'm going to have, so bedroom, kitchen and bathroom, and I wrote everything I needed in there. I then watched YouTube videos that listed all the simple things you would need, and then I would also talk with I would try and find my future flatmates, and we sorted out who would bring what. For the most part, I used things that I already owned, but the main shops I shopped at were Dunelm and IKEA, of course. So my first tip would be to call up the accommodation you're staying at or research what they already offer you. So for example, in Bailey Point we had a microwave, ironing board, iron, mop and bucket, dustpan and brush. That might vary from place to place, so I'd recommend just calling them up or researching so that way you know what to bring. I recommend getting blankets for your flat. My flatmate bought us all blankets at the beginning of the year and everyone has used them since. They're just perfect to add to the sofa or in your bedroom for that little bit of coziness. I also recommend having a big IKEA bag or something as your laundry bag. You don't know how much laundry you're going to use, and it's just easy and simple. I also recommend having bright colours. My room is kind of like brown and grey themed, like naturally. I was going to then get like a grey quilt, but then it would make the whole room quite dull. So I got a pink and white quilt and had like little ornaments that were brighter colours just to like bring it to life, and that way, I don't know, I guess if it's just brighter you feel more energised and happier. And quite a simple strategy if you don't want people to use your stuff like in the kitchen. First of all, get one of them little cutlery plate things. I can't think of the name, but I'll put a picture in. Nice, easy, simple, keeps your own cutlery to yourself. So I had pink cutlery, like had little pink handles on, which was really cute, and it just meant that it was clear that it was mine. And I literally bought one bowl, one small plate, one big plate, that's all I needed, and it had like cute little bees on it, so it was obvious it was mine. However, I know flats that share all their cutlery and plates, so it's completely up to you what you want to do, but yeah, maybe get something that's slightly different if you want to keep your stuff to yourself. And one last little tip from me. I have been lucky enough to have a big whiteboard right in front of me at Bailey Point, and I use it every single day. It is so useful for to-do lists, writing down deadlines, getting your friends to sign it when they come over. I don't know about other accommodations other than the one I'm in, but bring a whiteboard, even if it's just a little one you used to use in like primary school, because it is so useful just to write to-do lists, and then you don't get loads of pieces of paper writing another to-do list, another to-do list. It's just so useful just to have it there in front of you. Yeah. And whiteboard pens. And that is a couple tips from me about what to bring to uni, and thank you for watching.